We'll see the whole bit. We'll see the whole bit. We'll see the whole bit. We'll see the whole bit.
Kia ora, Mike Atkinson. This presentation is looking at orientating maps and how to do that. There are three ways to orientate a map. First is by using features around you, using a compass, and using the time and the sun. Being able to orientate your map is a fundamental map skill to master. What we mean by orienting a map is when the features on the map match or align with the features in the field, that they lie in the same direction with each other, the map and in the field, the features in the field. Now, the reason that you want to know this is it really helps you orientate yourself where you are on the map if you have your map orientated to the field. So the first way to orient a map is by using features around you. So you need to be able to see some peaks, hills, valleys, knolls, bushline, any particular, like a hut, for example, any particular features that are around. You need to be able to see those and identify them on your map. So place your map either flat in your hands or flat on the ground, and then once you've identified some features in the field and on the map, then just rotate the map around so that they line up with what you see in the field and on the map. So for example, if a peak is on your left hand side, make sure that you position your map on the left hand side. Another way to orientate the map is by using the compass. Now, there are different ways of doing this, but this technique I found is the most simplest way of remembering. So first of all, get your compass and rotate the bezel until the north is on your index marker or the reed bearing here marker. So make sure north, rotate the bezel until north is lined up there. Put the compass onto the map and put the edge of the compass and make sure the edge of the compass is parallel with the northern lines on your map. So run the edge of the base plate of the compass parallel with any of the northern lines, grid lines on your map. Now, once you have your edge of your compass parallel to the northern lines, then you move the map, keeping the compass where it is, move the map until the magnetic needle, the red part of the needle, is pointing at 22 degrees or 23 degrees. And therefore, what you have done now, you've just recreated the magnetic declination. So grid north is on these northern grid lines, and the magnetic north is where the compass is pointing to, and now you've orientated your map to grid north. The last way of orientating a map is by using the sun and the time. Now, so you need to be able to see the sun to do this, and you need to be able to know the time. You don't have to have a watch, old school watch like this, but you need to know the time and see the sun. So the first step is to point the 12 of a watch or the top of a watch at the sun, and then north is halfway between the hour hand and the 12. So on this watch here, the hour hand is pointing at 2. Halfway between 12 and 2 is 1, so that's roughly where north is, out through there. If you don't have a watch like this, then you can, but you know the time and can see the sun, then you can just use your hands. So point one hand to the 12, being the 12 to the sun, the other hand being the hour hand, and then bring them together, and where they meet in the middle is north. And once you've roughly established where north is, then just rotate your map until the top of the map is pointing out where you worked out where north is, and then you have then orientated your map to north.